We're on fire. Recording. Ladies and gentlemen, live from our basements, Unsuitable Language. Big hand for John's kids making a great tune.
Yes.
That's our theme song.
They are.
We're a family thing.
That was Beethoven and Mozart, my two children.
That's what he calls them too. He calls them Beethoven.
Yeah, that's their names.
And which one was deaf?
Both,
because I say something.
Yeah, you listen to it. Beethoven is on the trombone, and Mozart is doing the stomping and clapping.
I think they might file a copyright infringement against us.
They may. We've already had that happen to us once.
Yeah. Well, this is actually our second podcast, but the first one is blocked.
Too hot to handle.
Too much. Yeah. Disney, too much Disney in it, I guess. We mentioned Cruella something. I'm not going to say it all.
Right.
Because there's a lot of Cruellas, but there's only
one.
Well,
in relation to a political figure. So maybe it was like, oh, that's who got it shut down.
Yeah, we compared.
That's who got it shut down.
We compared MTG, like 1,000 other people did, to Cruella for the dog.
And MTG had it shut down. I mean, it's
she did not mess around.
No.
You like to know that your congressman.
Miss Reba. Miss Reba.
My mom loves Reba.
Marjorie Taylor Greene. Hush, Miss Reba.
Miss Greene, be quiet. Dang, Marjorie Taylor's got a direct hotline to your house.
Right? Boy. He's just trying to stop the show right now.
So yeah, this is our second Unsuitable Language. You'll never see the first one because we're not going to go through and edit.
It's in the past. It was really good.
We move on.
It was probably our best show, one of our best shows.
Don't say something wrong in our podcast because we're not going to cut it out. It's going to be. It's going to be
probably because everything that we say is going to be wrong.
What's great? Someone actually watched our podcast to find things wrong with it. I mean, that's
hey, look at that though. We got a viewer. Maybe they'll come back to the next one.
Disney's watchers right now said,
"Yeah, let's sign him." First, let's whip it off, Disney. And then how dare you?
You might be our listener, but fuck you, Disney. You fucked our pot.
Hey, we had technically one fan.
Yeah.
And they are in the Magic Kingdom.
What's the word for not fans? Oh, it's a DeSantis supporter.
Would that be an fanatic?
I like Ron DeSantis, but if Trump wins, I gotta vote for Trump. Trump is my man. That's what I'm seeing in all the fucking interviews.
Isn't that they're all, even like Pence, like the guy sent a group of people to kill him over Twitter, and Pence still won't talk about it.
He still won't say shit.
Like he's still shook.
There's a point where you're just being a bitch, Pence.
Well, if you think about it, it was in the desperate situation where people were calling for him to die, and he would not get in that limo because he was afraid of where that limo might be going.
Which Secret Service
directed by the President of the United States?
Which Secret Service agents? And that's still a problem. That was even
beholden to him.
Even for Biden, that was a problem. Remember?
Yeah, but that's fucking deep, though. I mean, that's deep.
With it,
like the vice president, like, look, I don't trust you that much, and it's the Secret Service.
Get in the car? No.
Right?
No.
No. Fool me all those 4 years. This is, that's where he became a Democrat right there. He was.
Marjorie Taylor's still shouting in the background.
What's that?
Marjorie Taylor's still wailing in the background.
Yeah, she's.
That's what we're calling Reba. She's gonna be our Marjorie Taylor.
Marjorie.
That's our permanent Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Oh, Oh, hey.
Where's Bobert? She's saying.
We didn't meet. Well, we're thinking about getting Bobert, actually. We're thinking about getting another one. Oh, calm down.
Nice. That would be like great music. It's okay. Mozart and Beethoven can't hear it.
Right? No, they're good. They're good. Hey.
Oh, okay. Where are we going to start? Trains. Planes, trains, and automobiles. Planes are okay right now. Automobiles are okay. Trains.
Yeah, no, it's not good to be a train. Not in Greece. Not in East Palestine, and certainly not in the new one's near Springfield. Is that where it was?
Yeah, Springfield. I mean, apparently it's smaller towns. Or they don't.
Well, Norfolk Southern, 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
They're playing that on all the
wrecks.
A lot of meatloaf playing on the trains before they wreck. Well, there's only one conductor. There's only one person working the train to hear the music, so he can play whatever he wants.
Right.
That's what the staff is. One. Is that what they were trying to get?
Yeah, I don't.
They just want one person on the train. That's plenty for a. What could go wrong on a 2-mile train that you would need more than one person to handle it?
You don't need checkers, right? I'm sure everything's fine.
Yeah, if something goes wrong, the guy could stop the train, and it would take him 15 minutes to get to the back before he could solve whatever problem there was.
Right, but we don't want them stopping. We want them to charge through. Keep going.
Yeah, track is out. Let's jump it. We'll jump the track. We'll Evel Knievel that shit. For you young people, Evel Knievel was this guy who used to jump double-decker buses. And not just jump on them. He took a motorcycle and try to think of the movie. What's the one? Ghost Rider. Think of that.
Or Super Dave Osborne.
Super Dave. Do you think they know him? Yeah. We don't have any younger people listening. Just Disney. That's all.
Yeah, just Disney's watching. They're just checking.
And they know who Evel Knievel is at Disney.
I'm sure they're going to rip him off in the future with something.
There'll be an Evel Knievel movie coming out of Disney Studios.
There you go. We called it.
So yeah, what happened to the train in Springfield?
It was I think that was just freight, but don't ask me. I don't know for sure.
They didn't do an environmental burn.
They had people shelter in place.
Oh, yeah, it seems like something's fishy there.
But I went through East Palestine, I want to say a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
And out in Lisbon, the cows were still alive.
Hamburgers, fine.
But I think that
the grass didn't all die.
I definitely think that Biden should have went to East Palestine.
Well, apparently the mayor told him not to come.
I think that he should. Well, who told him not to come?
The mayor of East Palestine. So we don't
cares?
need to hear. It would be a logistics nightmare. We already have enough going on.
No, but that's not the point, though. I think that they failed to realize is that the election has already started.
Yeah.
And the point that even if Biden doesn't go to East Palestine, he should go near East Palestine and figure out how to go there and talk to people.
Here's what Biden would say. Hey, come on, pal. That's malarkey. That's a malarkey train. Get on the malarkey train. Get off the malarkey train. Come on, pal.
I mean, the problem is he can't go now because now it's a sideshow. Once Trump went, it became kind of like a sideshow.
And the mayor who asked Biden not to come even said Biden hasn't been here yet, even though he asked Trump.
But so what's the difference between Biden coming and Trump coming if they both have a Secret Service detail?
Well, no one wants to kill Trump. He's already established that. He goes, these are my people. They won't try to kill me. So you don't even need Secret Service. He's got him, but
I don't know. I just think that he should probably he's probably going to go now, but I think now is going to be a little too late.
Is he going to have Biden water to pass out?
Yeah, I don't know about that. I know that these are the types of things that can linger for a whole background of the election of someone saying, you know what I'm talking about though?
Yeah.
And someone saying that you remember East Palestine, he didn't even go there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that becomes important whenever you're trying to maybe flip Ohio, or you're trying to win Michigan, or you're trying to, at least
look that
Pennsylvania for that matter.
It was deregulated because of Trump. He has the blame partially.
Right. That may be, but that they're never going to say that or admit to it.
Well,
but they're always going to point
still
that
love
he
Trump.
never showed up.
They still love Trump no matter what. The people live there. You're saying for the people who are outside of there.
That's fine.
He's
they can
looking
love
callous.
Trump all they want. Joe Biden's still the president of the United States.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, if the mayor asks you not to come, I think you should respect the mayor's decision.
No, they're the mayor. Sorry, you're the president.
So you come and you gum up the works of the cleanup.
No, you're not gumming up the works.
That's what the mayor said.
Well, I don't give a shit what the mayor says. He already admitted that he's a part-time mayor and he's way in over his head.
And he loves Trump.
The quicker you could get the president in there.
Should he drink water?
Don't get me wrong. After things would clean up, what happened was DeWine and the president should have went through and toured East Palestine, and they should have maybe not toasted like DeWine did with water. That was in poor choice, but I thought that was bad all the way around. Drink water, go ahead, that's fine to prove that it's healthy or whatever. But if that's what you want to do is some sort of
water, great.
Yeah, I thought it was ridiculous to even do it. Right. Who's gonna fake exactly? It was dumb to begin with.
Oh my God, this water! I'm gonna vote Democrat now. Oh,
right. No, the water's safe. The water's safe. But those people are already don't trust the government. Now you're past the point of no return, because now they have headaches and nosebleeds and everything else. And anything you say after that, they're just not going to believe it, because they didn't come in there at the very beginning.
Well,
I'm telling you, this is going to be a mess.
I compare that to when they told us not to wear a mask at the first part of COVID, and then they said wear a mask, and people always went back to what you just said. So you're right. People said, "Oh, they told us not to wear a mask. Now they want us to wear a mask. We shouldn't wear masks."
Right? Yeah. It's
because things can't change.
That's why you have to get the message right the first time, especially if stuff like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They should have had that the president of that train company or whatever, and they should have just tarred and feathered his ass. Plain out.
Yeah. You're right.
So
you win this.
I don't know. I just don't like the way the whole thing was handled at all. I think it's just it's become a fucking circus now.
You win. I'm going to surrender that point.
Well, no, I don't want, I'm not trying to win or anything, but I'm just saying he should have went and done it himself. It was just, I thought it was a poor move. Because they're going to say now, well, where was he? He was in Germany.
I think so, but you win.
This is Sparta!
So you're the victor. You're kicking me in the hole now. The hole where the other stuff should have been. You're digging a hole in East Palestine. Here's one thing about Biden, though, I do want to congratulate him on. At least now we're like the Middle East in that we both have Palestinian refugees now. Can we agree on that? We all have our own refugees. Except the ones we have are like, hey, Bob, did you see the train wreck? It's so cool up there. They had a big fire. Well, I roasted some marshmallows. They wouldn't let us put our hot dogs in it, though. Keep your hot dog in your pants, Fred. It's the old Gallagher move. You ever heard that story?
No, huh?
Gallagher said, the secret to comedy is you got to put a raw hot dog in your pants. And somewhere in your show, you pull it out and you eat it. You pull it out of your pants and eat it. The crowds love it every time.
Huh. No, I did not know that was the secret comedy.
It's the secret of comedy. He shared that with me.
He's all about food comedy.
Is he dead?
Gallagher?
Did he die?
Yeah, I thought.
Did Gallagher?
See, I had thought that he had died. I think he's died a couple of times.
Yeah,
Because didn't he have like a brother, right?
he did die.
Gallagher too.
Yeah,
So I think both Gallaghers are dead.
November 11th, Palm Desert, California. No, his other. Yeah, he died at 76 years old.
Yeah, because the one Gallagher died just recently.
What? His brother died too? You're saying?
Yeah, I thought they were.
Gallagher
I thought they were
too?
Gallagher twin brothers.
No, his brother did his act for a while, and then when he came back, he was still going as Gallagher 1 and Gallagher 2, and then he sued his brother to stop him from doing his act.
I don't know all the politics of the Gallagher story. I imagine we could listen to that on a Mark
Noel
Maron
Gallagher
episode.
died. Yeah, you're right. He died March 3rd. Wait. Oh no, that was a Oasis ex-guitarist. That's a different Gallagher.
Often confused though, all the time.
Yeah, that's Noel Gallagher. He was not the brother of Gallagher.
Yeah, but I thought there was another Gallagher that I thought
All
the Gallagher died not too long ago.
All the Gallaghers are dying?
Yeah, no one's doing the watermelon bit anymore.
Could we do a song about that?
All the Gallaghers are dead.
No,
Well,
he's
yeah,
still-
you know what? Even that show with the Gallaghers is gone. Was it Frank Gallagher? Shameless, canceled. So
it's Leo Gallagher, right? 'Cause I keep getting Noel Gallagher.
yeah, what was Gallagher with the watermelons' his actual name?
Leo. I don't know his real name.
I'm almost certain that he died within the last year
Leo
or two.
Anthony Gallagher.
And has he died within the last year or two?
He died November 11th
This year.
last year.
Okay, but that's still recently. That was still just a few months ago.
Oh, you know what? Did you know there are a lot of people who are injured at Gallagher shows?
A lot of people are what?
Were injured at his shows.
Well, yeah, if you got like chunks of watermelon flying at you.
There was a woman who was hit with a heavy plush penguin that had a fire extinguisher inside it.
Jesus.
She later sued for $13,000, $20,000 in lost wages, and $100,000 punitive damages. It went to trial. Gallagher took the stand, got as many laughs as he would have during one of his shows. Well, when I saw his show, it wouldn't have been very many laughs. 7 years on the bench, I've seen a lot of characters, but none so theatrical. It was entertaining. It wasn't. Doesn't say what happened. They just tell me it was fun. It was a fun trial.
You know, it was the best one ever. No, that lady lost her eye, but you know, that shit happens.
Ron Gallagher was his brother's name.
So he just did his act up
Yeah.
on the witness stand.
Right. Well, you made him laugh so much, but didn't say if you won or lost, which is a kind of something I kind of
Well,
wanna know.
Marv, everyone won that day. They got a free Gallagher show.
He toured until the pandemic forced him to stop.
That's what forced him.
That's what did it.
Well, you know, there's silver linings in every
Well,
global disaster.
I'll say this about Gallagher. My favorite comedian is a guy who goes by the name of Clemiger.
Okay.
You ever seen his act?
No, I don't think I'm familiar with.
A guy named Chris Clem, who's a good friend of ours, donned a attire to look like Ish Gallagher,
Okay.
and he became Clemiger, and he did his own version of Gallagher's comedy. Except he used the candy runts, the fruit runts. If you're familiar with that candy,
Oh,
Run-
yeah.
Little-
I remember that candy.
that's the fruit that he smashed. Because we couldn't afford a lawsuit. But we actually had Gallagher's table at the Funny Stop that he had used at the show.
Does he have that copyrighted that nobody can smash fruit but him on stage?
I don't think you can. I don't think you can copyright that. What do you think?
I don't know if you. I mean, maybe you
Certainly
can,
people would call
act,
you.
I don't know.
Certainly people would call you a ripoff. But if you're making fun of Gallagher while you're doing it, then it's a parody.
No. I mean, I'm not saying the runts thing. I'm saying if you did actual fruit, like if you went up there with
Oh,
different
well,
fruit, not a
Runt-
watermelon. Like
Runt-
you're like, hey, I'm gonna be banana man. I'm gonna smash bananas. Or
Runts
I'm just
keep
gonna
better.
slip on banana peels. My whole thing.
Well, when I saw Gallagher, and I think it was after heart attacks, he was incredibly racist and misogynist and anti-Semitic. It was just a horrible human being. But I think the heart attacks did something to him. So I don't know that he was always that way. But you know how like an old grandpa all of a sudden starts saying racist shit.
Yeah, but how is it that you become you go to life's death's door and is that where well I almost died, I might as well just say whatever I want now?
I think that is a freeing.
Is that
thing.
how it happens?
Yeah. You'd think after all the cancer I've had, it would have happened to me. Oh, that's different.
Anything you'd like to get on your chest there, Marv?
Yeah, it was on my chest. It was on my ear, my head, and my arms. No.
Oh yeah, you know who else got that done? Didn't Biden get a little piece of melanoma taken off recently?
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Mine was in situ. It's the one that goes deep. They have to get it out. Yeah, that's get rid of. If it goes to your glands,
His was a Chinese symbiote.
The Chinese again. Oh!
They had to remove another one of their implants.
I did my give it up to the veterans last night. And then I said, the joke is I say, if you fought people for a long time, you don't have to like those people when you come home. Because I fought the Vietnamese and I don't like them very much. Of course, mine was at a nail salon, so it is different. But oh, you'll get pedicure too. You like pedicure. You'll get pedicure.
I believe that last part will probably get edited out and
because every salon uses that line. That's why it'll be copyrighted.
What line do they use?
Oh yeah, you not just get manicure. You get pedicure too. You'll love pedicure. Get pedicure.
How much does that cost?
Every woman tells me that's what they say. When you go in there, they start giving you more stuff that you didn't order.
Oh, they just upcharge you.
Oh yeah, they're hard to sell.
Well, I mean, that's sounds like good business to me.
You know what's best about me being
They
on
got
your
your feet in the
podcast
palm of their hands.
is I keep us on topic. Have you noticed that? How well I keep us on topic.
What did you say?
I keep us on topic. You can't hear me?
Oh, I was having a hard time.
Maybe is that better?
Yeah.
All right.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I hear you fine.
Oh, okay.
I was too far
Maybe
away.
I turned up.
No, probably it'll ruin our podcast if people can hear us. That's my opinion.
So some of the news organizations got in some trouble this week, right?
Well, Newsmax is pretty pissed off at AT&T, DirecTV for dropping them off their network. Seems, but AT&T is like, no, that's not what happened. We didn't want to drop you. We didn't want to pay you the money you wanted. You wanted I don't know what they call it, a subscriber fee. You wanted a cut of all the subscribers. You wanted a certain amount of money, and we decided no, we'll let you stay on the platform, but it's the same deal that we had. And they said, oh no, you're trying to get us off the platform. So it's lies based on lies. Newsmax lies. Oh my gosh.
So they act just like who's probably gonna buy them, right, and turn it into something separate. Trump.
You think he could actually buy anything? You think he actually has money?
I mean, he can raise the money to buy his own media outlet and to watch his own news
but no one's
put out his own content.
It's not succeeding. No, Truth Social isn't succeeding. He's the only one. You don't hear people quoting Truth Social except when Trump speaks. That's it. All I'm saying.
Well, exactly. And then that way, it's still a decent amount of people that are like,
wackos. Are you a wacko out there? Did you watch the Truth Social?
Yeah, as long as there's people that are willing to buy his NFTs and do all that stuff.
Oh, he did sell those.
Yeah, so
people buy those. They think they're going to be worth money someday.
Good for them. And you know what? A lot of those Green Bay Packers fans think they have stock in the Green Bay Packers when they pay $300 for a gift certificate.
Oh, really? They don't have, but some do have stock, right?
No.
That's not a public team.
Well, it's not a no. People in the town when the team sells the stock, it's fake. It's like stock to help the team with renovations and other things. It's just like you're donating money to the team. It's not actual stock.
I didn't. I thought they.
The town owns Green Bay. The town owns the team.
They don't have shares of stock.
But any fan can buy this stock, though.
Oh, yeah.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
They're not actually buying stock.
You could go vote at the shareholders meeting. keep Aaron. Keep Aaron. I want you to keep Aaron.
Let's see how long
he does the belt thing.
Yeah, see how long that lasts.
Yeah,
but,
so
I feel. What's that?
Newsmax is not telling the truth about that negotiating. AT&T has already presented the facts that we've offered them the same deal that they had before. They turned us down, so they're deplatformed.
Well, to be honest, I never even knew where you could go watch Newsmax to begin with, so it was never really a.
I think YouTube is how I would see it if I wanted someone to tell me lies, I would go to YouTube.
YouTube. I mean, occasionally, I will go to Fox just to see. Okay, so so what are they going to say about this or whatever? And then you know what usually happens? They're not even talking about it. They just don't even give a shit. They just ignore it.
It's a Hunter Biden's laptop is what I see.
Right. It's just more of the other same crap and nonsense they want to, shove down people's throats. That's,
they don't move on from stories. They just they linger.
No, they know what their big topics are, and they just keep going back to them and hammering it home. So
the point, though, of it is Newsmax is not being deplatformed. As a matter of fact, to prove that, AT&T offered another conservative channel, I don't know the name of it, that slot that Newsmax had. So while the senators and the congressmen from the Republicans they're trying to stop the conservative voice. The conservative voice has to continue, blah, blah, blah. It's not true. They offered a conservative network that spot. And how many liberal networks are there? You could say MSNBC, but at least it's kind of a news network still. It's not just like a propaganda thing like Fox.
It's not like there isn't one. Okay. It's not like that they're not still criticizing Biden whenever he does something, wrong or that he shouldn't do or whatever. You know what I mean? Right. Like I guarantee you, let me give you an example. Like I guarantee you when that whole thing went down in Afghanistan, there wasn't just a shit ton of people saying, oh, well, this happened, right? It was planned or whatever. They were criticizing him on there, and they had people on there criticizing him.
Right.
Just like on CNN.
But they also pointed out it was Trump that made the plan to leave.
Yes, it's called context.
So
That's what you're supposed to do in the news.
Right. But on Fox, it was, this is Biden screwed up Biden.
Yeah, and if you wanted to know why it seemed like CNN was particularly going after Donald Trump throughout his entire term, it's because he continually fucked things up his entire term. That's the reason why they kept having news stories.
Right.
Now, it's getting to the point where, okay, Trump is not the cause for everything.
Mm.
He's a cause for a lot of things that are currently happening, but they need to pare down on that a little bit, or else it's going to become white noise.
True. Here's the big thing: a Florida congressman introduced this week. Here's a bill called the ultimate woke law. What they're saying is any bill presented by a person from a party that took part in slavery, that was against the freedom of slaves, their bills should be dismissed in Congress.
So say that again.
It's called the ultimate woke law. See, Democrats back during the Civil War were for slavery. Democratic Party was for slavery.
Yeah.
So they're trying to write a law that says if you're a Democrat, you can't introduce any bills against slavery or anything like that, because you used to believe in it.
You mean like for critical race theory or anything
Yes.
like that?
Yes.
Or not for critical race
Your
theory?
opinion
but
isn't
for
valid
recognizing.
because you were for slavery in 1840,
Do you know what? Do you know what
1851.
woke? Do you know what woke means?
Just you realize things are going on.
Right. You realize that there is a problem and you would like a change.
Right.
That's what woke means. You
So
realize there's a problem and you would like it to change.
So the congressman wants to pass a law saying Democrats can't basically speak up.
Well, but you know what? This is the stuff like this and that bill and the drag queen reading to kids bill and stuff like that, which probably will get passed. The drag queen bill will probably get passed.
Yes.
But it's
What's the
stuff
drag
like
queen
that
law? What is it
that
exactly?
What's that?
What is that law exactly?
What, the drag queen can't read to kids law or something like that?
They're just saying you can't read anything to them, or what?
I don't know. I don't know the exact details of it. There was several, I think several states had them bring it up. But this is once again Republicans not using stunts
Instead of-
to piss off progressive liberals so they can run it on the news, so that then they can it's just like a cycle that continues. You know, we're going to do this fucked up stunt to try to get on the news, and then liberals going to say how crazy we are, and it is crazy. It's crazy. And then they're going to go crazy about it. And it may pass, it may not pass, but wait till it passes before you give it a shit ton of attention. You know what I mean? How many state senators out there are also offering crazy nonsense up there? You know what I mean?
It'll be great for America.
It's just the cycle continues. But then what the problem is though, that they affect people who were just doing something nice.
Yeah, they were just going to
You know
go.
what I mean?
I'm going to read to the kids in my tutu and dress and whatever drag queen
Right?
dress.
Who cares?
But
Those kids don't know.
They don't care. They just
They
think
don't
it's a
give a
costume.
shit. They just want somebody to read to them.
They think it's
And
a
you got to be a
costume.
dick about it.
Yeah. And then another state is passing another voter suppression law against Democrats again. They don't want you voting if you know what the fuck is going on. So that's the election news, right? But the most important thing we need to cover is what nickname are we going to go with Ron DeSantis?
Well, real quick, who's all in? Who's all in running that we know that's running?
Well, we have only Nikki Haley actually running. Nikki Haley.
Yeah. And Nikki Haley and Nikki
Trump.
Haley. Oh yeah, Trump announced, right?
Trump announced.
So right now it's Nikki Haley and Trump, because Biden, as far as I know, hasn't announced, right?
No, he hasn't announced. Who is in
I think that's interesting.
Who has announced?
I think
there's another Republican. There is another guy.
Is there?
Yeah. Larry Hogan announced he's not running. You remember him? The Maryland,
good for him.
The Republican governor who said who would probably be a good president.
Yeah, I think he's got some. He at least got some common sense.
Vivek Ramaswamy, Republican, has announced. So that's it.
Okay.
Nikki Haley, Vivek. No, I don't even know who it is.
See, I think she is vying to be a running mate to Trump if that actually happens.
He's a Republican, Vivek Ramaswamy. And I don't know.
I think she's trying to play you remember how Harris criticized Biden early on in the primary?
Right.
I think they're going to try to do a similar sort of.
Well, some of them might just be running to get some votes that they can use. Whoever wants to lock it up,
right?
Swing their votes for some political gain, like Buttigieg and Harris both did.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, they became national figures because they dropped out of the race against Biden. I mean, that's what happened. Bernie was still running. Bernie was actually beating Biden. And then everybody just quit and said, I'm going to Biden. all those other people dropped out. So Bernie got screwed that way. But that's politics. So. But we have to get back to Ron DeSantis' nickname. Trump went with Ron DeSanctimonious. That was pretty good, I thought.
I was saying Ron DeSantis America.
Oh, I like that. Because he's not woke. He's against woke.
Yeah, he wants everything to be white, right?
Make America white again.
Right?
Mawa. He's Mawa.
He doesn't want any rainbows, so he doesn't like colorful things.
Doesn't like the gays.
Unless they're white boots. He loves his white boots.
How do the gays feel about him? I don't know. Have you heard?
Yeah.
Can't say gay in Florida.
Right? He bans books.
You can't do sex education in Florida.
Maybe that's what the boots are signaling. Like he's like a kind of a saucy Nazi. You know what I mean?
Boots, yeah. Have you got a picture of the boots?
Yeah, he's like a Nazi he wants to bring back the Nazis with style, only white.
I don't think we'll get dinged if we show Ron DeSantis' boots, will we?
No, I don't think so. Those are his Klan boots. He only uses those when he's out planning.
There we go. Oh, they're so handsome. There are some handsome boots. We can put this on here. Full page. He's got more boots. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, he's a boot guy, apparently.
He's got those boots that make him look taller, too. Did you know that?
Oh, is that what it is? How tall is he really without the boots? Has he ever been measured?
I'm pretty sure these were his boots. I'm going to put them on the screen here.
Maybe that's booties. That's what we should call him.
How do we share? Present, share screen. All right.
Mr. Booties.
Let me get
Ron DeSantis.
This is the picture of his boots.
I know he's got the white boots that looked ridiculous whenever he was in the stuff. No, I don't see anything.
It's not showing?
No.
Oh, I didn't hit the button yet. All right. Share the window. That's how I'll do it. This window. Share it. Boom. Is that showing?
I think. Yeah, that's what it looked like. I think we're going to get copyrighted again.
We should call him Hot Nancy Sinatra Boots.
Yeah, so we're going to give credit for whoever the artist was who did those retouched boots. Those are fantastic.
Let's get them off the screen so we don't have a long time to catch it, right? Okay, that's gone. That was I think I deleted.
Seriously though, I mean, when they're having you choose boots, there was no black one. And you know what? Even if they gave me the choice of the white ones, I was like, you know what? Before I go out here, let's spray paint those. We're going to spray paint them. We're going to make sure that they're black. I'm not going out there in white boots.
You think he hates drag queens so much because he's projecting how much?
Not only do I think he's projecting, I think he there's probably a picture somewhere of him in drag. Easily.
A lot of famous people have been in drag.
And there's nothing wrong with it.
Giuliani.
That's the problem. They probably got a little bit of a wee boner, and now they're like, oh.
Giuliani kissed Trump in drag. Remember that?
Was that on Saturday Night Live? Yeah. So
they made out.
They're all such
Mr. Mayor.
So again, it's just more. We're gonna focus on this because we don't want to solve actual problems. You know what I mean?
Right.
We're gonna focus on drag queens, and we're gonna focus on books. Like the books haven't been ran through like a billion times already. We don't ban books, okay?
Yeah.
But you know what? We're gonna ban books to make you pissy about it, so you don't see that our cutting taxes for the last 15 fucking cycles that's going to affect anything.
I
We want to put you over here so you don't look at all the shit that we're doing over here. It's the master fucking shell game that they pull all the goddamn time.
I saw on Fox News Laura Ingraham last night. They showed a video of her interviewing a guy who found a book, Gender Identity Queer, Queer Identify as Queer, or some book name like that. And the parent was like, my kid read this book, and he's got his little 9-year-old boy sitting next to him. It wasn't that boy that read the book, by the way. It was his high school son. Check the book out.
Right.
About being queer. But he said in this book, it talks about, and Laura Ingram's, okay, we don't need to, he goes, it talks about a man sucking another man's, and Laura Ingram's going, no, we don't need to say it. He goes, dick. And the little kid is like,
I bet he is. I'd be like that too. I'd be like,
well, why you put your 9-year-old on there about the story? Because you want people to think it was your 9-year-old that read the book. I mean, Fox News is so transparently evil.
Well, they know what is going to get the blood pressure going, and they know what is going to keep them watching, and they just push that fucking button every goddamn time. And then you know what it is? It's that dopamine button. Fox just keeps pushing it and pushing it and pushing it, and then they double down on it.
So you're a high school student, and you can't read about people being queer.
What's that?
You can't read about people being queer if you're a high school student.
Right, because the
police will fucking censors. Well, we should come up. You wanted to call DeSantis what? Your nickname for him?
I don't know, Mr. Boots or Boots. Remember Boots? Didn't they have a Boots on Dora the Explorer?
I think they did. Yeah, I never really watched Dora though.
My kids never really got into it too much.
My kids were older,
but I thought I remember.
Fancy Pants, you wanted to call him, remember?
Yeah, Fancy Pants, because he likes his fancy boots. But
we could come up maybe with a better nickname. Maybe if we got any listeners out there.
Well, I had Ron DeSantis.
Maybe you guys put in the comments what you think we should call Ron DeSantis now.
Yeah,
besides Mr. President. I think Mr. President is a goal of a lot of them out there. But
yeah, well, good luck on that.
Mr. President. Mr. President DeSantis.
I mean, I don't know how far you're going to get if in your state you took away like an AP history, if you take away books, and just in general, some of these things that I don't know that they're going to, in the greater United States, I don't know how well that's going to go over. You know what I mean? You might be able to do that in Florida.
Which surprised me that he won so easily because he's such a douche. Apparently,
have you been to Florida?
Not too much, no.
That's like Douche Canyon. It's like,
is it?
Yeah, it's like the douche jungle, like the whole thing.
And we're coming to Florida to do our next podcast, everybody. We're invited by. How about the Chinese are upset that the government's going to take TikTok off of all the government phones?
I saw a teenager.
Marjorie Taylor, stop wrestling with people.
Mainly Gallagher was upset with them taking away TikTok, right?
He's dead. So I don't know.
But there was this girl on TikTok who said, she's like, you know what? I don't care. Take my personal data. I want to be on TikTok.
But what people don't realize is they can take that data and they can create AI people having them do things that they didn't do.
I'm having some major technical dog difficulties.
Well, we've covered everything, I think, pretty much. Except
you know what?
Left out Jim Jordan.
Well, Jim Jordan, he'll always be doing some dumb shit. We can talk about him about.
All right,
I want to do a Cocaine Bear review. Come here.
Okay, yeah, do Cocaine Bear, and then we'll wrap this up. Let me bring
somebody in here.
We're at 44 minutes.
Come here. She wants to talk. Come here.
Marjorie Taylor, get up here.
Come here. Oh,
MTG.
There we go.
Hello, MTG. Hi, MTG. I heard you were harassed in a restaurant, MTG. So apparently saying horrible things to people means you don't want to be bothered when you're eating dinner.
Right? She posted that on Twitter, and I replied. I was like, it must have been like looking in a mirror.
Yeah, because everything I saw was videos of her doing the same thing to other people before she became famous.
Right?
When she was a little attention whore. Well, it was.
So I give Cocaine Bear. It was pretty good for what it was. I mean, it's just a fun movie. I'm not going in there expecting like Oscar-worthy performances, but I will say this: Nina, the park ranger,
Uh-huh.
the guy who it is at the beginning of the movie and Kerry Russell are all in The Americans, but Nina, I forget her actual I forget her actual name, but she is one of my favorite character actors.
Oh, let's look her up. Give her credit.
So she was in The Riches with Eddie Izzard. She was she's been in The Americans. She's been in a ton of stuff, but she is fantastic. If you get to watch her in anything, she's great in it.
I'm looking up her IMDb. We won't show it because we don't want IMDb to.
No, we don't want them to get after him. But anything you could ever watch her in, she's one of the best in the whole show.
Her name is Margot Martindale. No, that's Ranger Liz. You say her name is Nina? Nina?
No. Her name in a show was called Nina, and so me and my wife just call her Nina from now on. So
I don't see
it
a
might be
Nina in the
Margot
cast.
Martindale.
That's Ranger Liz.
That's who I'm talking about. Here, let me see.
Okay. They're calling her Nina in the show?
On The Riches with Eddie Izzard. Let me see. Ranger Liz on Cocaine Bear.
Oh, I'm trying to read it, but I got these ads pop up. She's known for August Osage, Paris Je t'aime, Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox Story, The Hollers. She was with Eddie Izzard, you said?
I thought she was in.
She's on BoJack Horseman. She's been in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, she's good. She
was in Steel Magnolias. Wow.
I don't know why they don't have a picture of her on her own IMDb.
They do. I'm looking at
her
it.
on her on the Cocaine Bear thing.
I'll put her up just so the audience knows real quick. We'll do a quickie.
Yeah, Margot Martindale. But she is she's great in everything. She was good. The Riches. So The Riches were about this those Irish travelers.
Right, and it's showing some Cocaine Bear. Well, that's a commercial. They won't ding us.
Yeah. So
you see it?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's her. She's fantastic in this movie. She's great in everything. But so there's a TV show. It only lasted 2 seasons with Eddie Izzard, and it was called The Riches. And they play these Irish travelers, and they're kind of con men throughout the country. And so she's in the show with them. But it's really good. It was I wish it would have gotten more seasons, but it was good. She was good in that. She was good in The Americans, which was like a spy show about Soviet spies in the United States in the 80s. That was
I think I saw that. I like that.
Yeah. So she was a handler in that show. She was really good. So, but yeah, Cocaine Bear.
How many Pauls
a lot
up?
of great people in it. Oh, yeah, I'd give 2
Pauls up.
I mean, it's a fun movie. We're not going to take too seriously. You know what I mean?
It's like my marriage.
Yeah, it was a good comedy. So what are you going to do?
Sometimes
you just need to go and.
You ready for the play out?
Sure.
Let's go. Let's do it. Thank you, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it.
I hope you enjoyed the dogs barking.
Bye. Stop recording.
That is Beethoven and Mozart at their best.
Oh, I ended it. Sorry.